Hi, we are Pepperidge Elementary.
And you're listening to the West Data Podcast.
Yay!
That's what this is about now. Is
pride and all the things.
It's pride, and
sure.
you're proud of what our schools are, and we wanted to look a certain way, but I also want to be responsible. I want that place to be beautiful, and I want it to look great, but we want to live within our means.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special Pulse edition of the podcast. This is not tied to one of our board meetings, which is what we typically do, right? But
it's timely, certainly.
It is timely. Our raffle is coming to a close this week, and we've got a couple of really impressive guests to talk about what the raffle does for the
two gentlemen
district.
who know the raffle inside and out, and the pros and cons and all the good things. And so we get to talk to them and let you know about buying tickets before April 3rd comes.
April 3rd is going to come quickly. Jason Warr is here with us, and Justin Schneidt is the baseball coach over at Mountain View, and his program has really benefited from this. So anyway, if you don't know really what the raffle's about, check this out because it really does benefit
all our kids,
all of our kids, and all different activities: band, choir, athletics. Yep. It's a big darn deal. So thank you for being here. As always, we love having you. Check it out.
Jason Warr, Justin Schneidt, welcome to the West Data Podcast.
Thank you.
It's good to have you guys here. You two are the sports athletic guys of the district, I'd say.
Big time.
Jason, share with us your role and what do you do here in the district?
I'm the activities director for the school district. So been here this is my 9th year in this job, and I've been in West Data since 2000.
That's so cool.
So that's a few years.
Just a few.
One or two, yeah.
One or two.
Justin, your role, you're the head baseball coach over at Mountain View?
Yeah, it's my 4th year at Mountain View, 5th year overall, but 4th as the head baseball coach.
How much fun is it to get to coach baseball over there?
It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool.
And you also teach for us?
Also teach PE and weights, yep, and an adaptive class.
It's perfect.
Very cool.
Well, let's just get to it. We're talking about the
Yeah.
West Data Spring Raffle. And Jason, this is something that's really been your baby that you've kind of developed and grown over the last few years, and it's been a huge success. Share with us a little bit about how that got started and our community partners and all that kind of stuff.
All right. Well, thanks. Well, when I started this job, fundraising, our programs are self-sufficient. They have to raise their own money. And so companies come in and offer their services to try and help raise money, and they have good intentions. And I hated the percentages they were taking away.
Good intentions with 30% cut.
100%. A program was raising $10,000, but they were losing $2,500 or $3,000 to the commission to that company. And so I just thought of the idea as we're a big district. We have the opportunity to advertise and market for businesses. So we went out and we found sponsors that were district-wide sponsors. We used those funds to create 3 different raffles, one in the winter, one in the spring, and one in the fall. And we set up our programs. I need coaches like Justin to be able to coach. And the idea behind this was, here, I'm going to give you the fundraiser. And I need you to motivate your kids. And we'll get as much return on that money as we can. If somebody gives $100 to Mountain View, I want us close to $100 to go to Mountain View. And so that was the idea. And so it's grown. We're in our 4th year, and I think we're on pace for about $1.2 million across the district, which is awesome.
Could you envision that kind of success in 4 years?
Never. I think people, you have to trust something. You have to believe in something. Sure. And they were like, is this really going to happen? Are you really going to make this stuff happen? And we have great community support, but we also have people that buy in. Justin being a great example, they're at $41,000 raised. $41,000
with a week to go.
With a week to go.
Yeah,
and that's the most of any programs we've had in our 4 years. But Justin has the vision. He has a way to motivate kids. They've reached out. Their families have embraced it, and that's what it needs. And so hopefully I make his job a little easier, but he makes his own job a little easier just by being able to do that. So that's kind of how the fundraiser started. We do 1.2 million this year. We'll be close to 4 million in 4 years, maybe a little shy, probably like $3.5 million in 4 years.
Yeah.
So
well, and Justin, from your perspective, Jason's over there talking about it, but what's it like from your perspective? Because coaching, all the stuff you're dealing with, fundraising is not something that's easy to do or time consuming. What's it like from your perspective to have this vehicle for you and for your program?
Well, I've always loved fundraising. I know there's coaches and programs that don't, but when I was at Valley View, we had to fundraise for lights in the indoor facility. But it was all just like Jason said, there's a company coming in taking 20-25%.
Right. Yeah.
And with this, the first year was kind of difficult to sell to kids because the platform wasn't set up, I think, like it is now.
The wheel hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah.
Sure.
So like normally we're used to watching the money come in before we leave. And last year it was like, how come we're not raising any money? I think we were like $400. And we're like, okay, everybody take 5 contacts, send personal text messages. And then we left and we were sitting at like $12,000. This year was unbelievable because now all those messages, emails went out and we started raising money right from the get-go. And our kids got excited, and they don't like it that I make them spend 2 hours after practice, but I know
they're learning valuable lessons, right? I mean, it's
an important concept for our program.
Sure.
Because we spend a lot of money to make sure our facilities are as top notch as anybody else's. And when they start seeing that, we do a big pizza party for all the kids. I mean, we spend $500 to raise money. And it's awesome. We do require our kids, every kid in our program, to do 20 to 25 names. And then we put the special touch of sending those personal text messages to moms, to dads, to aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandparents, because they love that.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. Well, and that thank you is important, right? I mean, that's something the kids are learning too.
It matters. Well, as a parent of players and then also being a parent volunteer, it's a slam dunk. Like I throughout my years in PTA and PTO and all the fundraising things you have to do, why wouldn't any program not use this? I mean, the money all comes back to your program. It can go directly to your individual players as needed. Coaches can decide what the incentives are, and it's already done for you. All you have to do is do the ask and send a thank you.
Yeah. Jason, how important is it to have the money stay with the programs that are raising it? That's got to be a big darn deal from their perspective, I would think.
Public education has changed over the years, and the fundraising or the amount of money our district can give to our programs is limited. I think a lot of people think like, oh, the school district says, hey, here's a lot of money. We give them some stipends, and we try to help with facilities, but our programs are self-sufficient. And especially our baseball and our softball programs where they have fields to take care of, there's a lot of need for those programs. If you look, I believe that baseball and softball in West Ada sets the standard across the state. We're competitive. We're winning state championships every year and competing for state championships. So we have this high level. I need them to have something to help support them, because we can't just say, hey, Justin, here's $50,000 or here's $30,000 to run your program.
That's not the world we live in. Yeah,
it's not the world we live in.
Sure.
And so you adapt to what you need to do. And so it's so important to be able to give them a resource that makes it as easy as possible for them to succeed. And people like Justin have taken it and run with it. They understand the concept. They understand the need what they have to do, how to get to kids, and to say, hey, you got to participate.
Sure.
But he also makes it worthwhile for their kids. I mean, if you look at their program and you look at these schools that are successful, their kids look top notch. They have great uniforms. Their facilities are immaculate. They understand that you want to have a high standard. To have a high standard, you got to raise funds. And we're just giving them the car or the vehicle to try and get there. And they're driving the crap out of that thing.
I love it.
You mentioned nice fields and nice uniforms and things like that. Justin, what have you been able to do for your program over the last few years with the funds you've raised?
We bought dirt. We bought new bases that are materialized with.
Everyone has to have dirt. Come on,
it's a country song right there.
Right.
We've redone the turf that we had. Over time it wears out, especially with metal spikes. But it goes back into uniforms, like everything that you think of from a baseball side of things. Like every year we have 5 to 7 pairs of replacement pants we have to purchase, and that's
stop sliding, guys. You're wearing holes.
I still have never figured out how to get red dirt out of pants. I just don't know.
That was a difficult one. Just anything that we have, windscreen, backstop padding, things that make our facility stand out. That's what we do, and everything we do has some sort of Mountain View stamp on it, like our baseballs, our helmets, our bags. So
horns up, let's go.
When you walk into Mountain View, you see,
hey,
that's a branded. They spend a lot of money on little things to me, to our program, our coaches, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Little things are big things. Yeah. Well, and Jason, the amount of community and sponsor support we have, I mean, the prizes are legit, man.
Yeah,
the
they
prizes,
are.
I mean, can you talk about that a little bit? This year's prizes, but also the sponsors that help us out with
Man,
this.
we have great sponsors, and we couldn't do it without them.
Sure.
But you take in each of the raffles, each of the 3 raffles, we give away around $60,000 worth of prizes. That includes a $30,000 to $40,000 vehicle. We give away a 4-wheeler. We give away a golf cart. We will give around $5,000, $3,000 to $5,000 worth of gift cards to Shields. If you ever been to Shields, that's a place I want to go, and that's great. Coca-Cola has given us Boise State season tickets. We've given away Arizona Cardinal tickets. We've given away Seattle Seahawks tickets. We've given sports stuff away like crazy. You throw in Idaho Central Credit Union they gave away a trip to Coeur d'Alene, to the Coeur d'Alene Resort, like 8 rounds of golf, the ability to have
I still haven't played that Island Green.
Oh my gosh, you got to get on that Island Green. I know. Just this amazing getaway. Yeah. And so our sponsors make that possible. And that includes Project Filter. Kendall Auto Group has been Megan Kendall.
Oh, Megan's awesome. Yeah.
She's a difference maker. And but they want to impact, and they want to help our kids. That's their end result. I mean, I think that's cool that if you go to our football games or our basketball games, or if you go to the baseball places, you see they're branded. We have Kendall stuff, and we have Shields and Coca-Cola. They want our kids to be successful, and they know that it helps them. And so they're so willing to help out. Project Filter is a great partner of ours. Regents, we've been really lucky to have those partners.
Sure.
The Idaho Air National Guard is there. We are very lucky. That's cool. So they make it happen. So that's what allows us. We use those funds to buy the prizes. And then when that $50 ticket is sold, they get most of that $50. We don't take it out and say, hey, we got to take 30% to buy prizes. Our sponsors help us that much that we can basically give away $180,000 worth of prizes over the year.
That's huge.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. Justin, have you seen in your players like maybe a sense of pride for their community, or how do you think it affects them to see how much their community comes out and supports them?
Well, it's really awesome with all those things, but I think looking at each program, whether it's Rocky, Owyhee in the West Data, they take great pride in, hey, we're leading the way. Last year when we were presented the check with Jason and Derek, like our kids were really excited about that. Like, hey, this is what we earned. We got all these people out here. And, I think at the end of the day, they were like, well, don't we get individual prizes too? Yeah. So I had to walk them through. Like, hold on. No.
Yeah, sure.
You get to be part of this amazing program.
Yeah. But all those community sponsors that some way have helped us, little by little, and with 6 schools in the district, like they can't do one big project for one. So I think, what Jason's done with it is, spread it across the district. But our families are really the driving factor with this fundraiser. Without the community having those sponsorships, like our families are awesome. I know just looking at some of those things, I've had family members donate to multiple players within the program. And they just want to see, like Jason said, they want to see the best for our kids. And I think it's really awesome. Mountain View is a special place, and I think that's why we're doing special things. But our families are tremendous with everything, fundraising, volunteer work. They jump at it. They help each other out. We're like one small, big, little family going on over there.
Yeah. What else do the students learn? Because you said earlier, you have your guys say thank you and like important things. Little things are big things. What else are they learning? It's important to say thank you. It's important to be part of your community. Is that something? Am I putting words in your mouth, or is that something that they learn as well?
No, they know what please means. They know what thank you means. We have standards. Some standards are unwritten.
Sure.
But we talk about our standards at Mountain View and what it takes to be a MAV, what it takes to be a player going out in the community when, we do sign sponsors, like how to approach somebody and how to do it the right way.
Jason, are you able to kind of quantify the impact this has had overall in the district, maybe on some of the programs who had trouble fundraising before or that kind of thing?
I think we were all over the place. And then you were like trying not to step on toes. Like if we used, like, this is kind of a crowdsourcing platform. Hey, donate to our program. And everybody was kind of doing some of that. And they're like, well, no, that's what the baseball does. And then football's doing, well, we're going to do the gift cards or the discount cards. Yeah. And then you buy and you're like, okay, they help, but do I really need those things? I think what we figured out like people just want to support our kids. And our families know that we have to support our kids because we need to, if you want a good experience, it costs money. Whether you like it or not, that's just the way life is right now. And with club sports, we pay for it. You have to pay for high school sports too. And it's just that way. I think what we have figured out is people want to support. Let's just make sure that the most amount of money goes to people. I get hit up by vendors all the time. Hey, we can do great work for you. And it's going to cost you 25%. And I'm like, I get back to the point of, I need as much of that $100 or that $50 to go to Mountain View. I don't need to raise 150 to give them 100. I need to raise 100 and give them $92. That's what I need. And that's the end result, because he can take that money, and I'm not asking my families for as much. We have to ask them. It's a given. If I can limit or I can minimize how much we have to ask them, and then we ask our coaches, be fiscally responsible. We want the best, and Justin hit on it. It's important we brand our schools the right way. And if you look at it, all our schools are Nike schools. We've set a standard of what excellence looks like. And like you go to Dr. Bub, you go through us. It's about, we want to be like, man, I'd love to be at that school. That's what this is about now. Is
pride and all the things.
It's pride, and
sure.
You're proud of what our schools are, and we want to look a certain way, but I also want to be responsible. I want that place to be beautiful, and I want it to look great, but we want to live within our means. And I think if we can just kind of balance that act, we're a lot better off. And I'm proud of our programs. Some of them are just running with it, and they're making the most of it. And now you see the success roll over.
That's really cool. Yeah. Well, Justin, I don't know if you can even answer that. I know that your families are really a big part of what you're doing at Mountain View. But what would you say? I mean, this fundraiser ends April 3rd, Friday. What would you say to somebody that's in the community that maybe doesn't know? Why would you encourage them to be a part of the fundraiser?
Well, the prizes first and foremost.
Well, yeah, I mean,
to win a new card or win a Shields, I want to say last year there was like $1,500 gift. Yeah. Like to walk into Shields and not have to spend any money.
That place is wild, man.
And for $50, I mean, that's a good, I'm not a gambling man.
Pretty good odds.
I mean, those are odds that play in your favor.
But there's value there.
Yeah. And it goes and supports a school of your choice. And, we have a lot of individual donors who don't have kids in the program, but on their note said, I'm an alumni of Mountain View and I want to support the Mavs. And those are the things that are really, really important, because now you can click and choose which program you want to support.
That's cool.
And something that I think is important for people to know, just by the nature of our valley, so many families have moved in from out of state. Oh. So grandma and grandpa and aunts and uncles who are in other states, they can still buy tickets because, one, you don't have to be present to win, right?
Correct. We can offer those tickets for sale to anyone, and they're making a donation to the program, and then they have an opportunity to win some cool prizes.
Yeah, it's just really, really a cool program.
That's pretty great. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to come in here and talk about this. Anything that we haven't touched on that we should be touching on? Jason, have we kind of covered it, or what do we need to?
If they are interested, they can go to the West Data site, click on the fundraiser page, go and find the information.
It's a little finger link on the right side of the page.
Yep, you can get easy to it. Go and look at the prizes, and then if you have a question, just pick one of the schools. You could help one of our high school programs. You could help one of our middle schools programs. Wherever your heart is, if you're like, hey, I've got a neighbor at Sawtooth, or I know somebody at Meridian Middle, you can help support them, and that money will go and it'll be used in the right way. And remember, you're helping kids to participate in extracurricular activities. Kids that participate have a way higher success or graduation rate. So really, we should our goal should be everybody should participate in some extracurricular activity. Yeah. That's our goal.
Well, one of the things I get to do is fun. I'll go out to the fundraiser nights and get video. So I'll put one of those videos in the show notes, and I'll put the fundraiser in the show notes as well, so people can find that easily after listening to the podcast. So yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks. Appreciate you both.
Yeah, thank you for being
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Well, again, not to belabor the point, but this really is, the raffle does wonderful things for all of our programs across the district.
Oh yeah, I'm helping with my son's rugby team right now, and we got a lot of work to do compared to where Mountain View baseball is. Holy cow, they're doing so great. But they've really embraced this raffle over the years, and their community stepped in. Their players all work hard to raise money. It's pretty awesome.
Well, it's really cool, and I love that we're providing value for folks too. So anyway, again, I'll put a link in the show notes to where you can find the raffle, find more information, all those things. And as always, thank you for being here with us. Please subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, whether it's Spotify, Google. If you listen on iTunes, please rate us and leave a review, or you can go to YouTube and watch the podcast in addition to listening if you'd rather do that. You can also always go to westada.org/podcast and see our library and the different subjects that we've had. And we've got another, real quick, our board meeting's a week
coming
from
right
Monday.
up. Yeah. We get to talk to Rhonda McDonough, who's our Chief Academic Officer of Teaching and Learning. And then we have a special guest, Michael McDowell, who is really working on some strong math initiatives in our district. And it's kind of fun to be able to talk to them right as rankings have come out, and West Ada schools are ranking so high in the district, and our kids are performing so well. And so that's going to be a really fun conversation.
Yeah, what they're doing and how they're doing it is pretty darn fascinating.
Innovative, yeah.
So anyway, we will have that conversation for you next. But again, thank you for being here today. If you haven't participated in the raffle, it's really worth your time. And I love that you can, zone in on the culture that you want to support, and it's a great thing. So thanks to Jason and Justin for being here as well. And as always, thank you for being here as well. We love it. We'll see you real soon.